Hey Leo, how you doing? It's your girl Ruth. Welcome back to another interesting topic that I thought was important to talk about, and it has to do with our ancestors who are feeding on us, right? And why we can't get over certain things, and we don't know why we're doing certain things that are not right for us. And if you don't have a ancestor altar or even heard of it, they can if they died left here without getting over their habits or evenness or whatever they might have done, they can use us, okay, and use our kids. So now we want to figure out how to stop that, okay. So yeah, um, I'm going to show you, where is it? Um, the process, okay. This is a tree of life ancestor tree as well. So when they pass, see the coffin down there, the body, they go to either one of these realms, either one of these spheres or whatever you want to call it, planets, zodiac signs, whatever. But each one of them means different levels that you accomplished while you were here. Did you study your birth chart? Did you change? Or, different stuff like that. So this is the moon, that's the sun, this is the moon, and a lot, some of our ancestors who did not change live on the moon. So they have a closer access to us, and they can use us if they're still having that same mindset, and have us do things, you know, and keep the same tradition, make everybody, do the same thing. So we're trying to change that. Like I said, especially we have an ancestor altar. And they learn from us as well. All of them do. I don't know if they move to different levels, if they have a chance to change there. I don't know. I haven't really went that far yet in finding that out. But I thought that was pretty interesting because a lot of things go on that tradition that's been kept. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to do different scenarios to see. I got them in this bag right here, a whole bunch of different situations that I'm going to name, and we're going to see how we can solve those problems, or maybe y'all know how, or somebody get out of it, and we're going to ask some questions about it, okay, and see what happens. So this one, first one is thieves. So if you're from a family of thieves, or know somebody a family of thieves, but if y'all, they steal everything, they steal you know, they steal the shirt off a person's back. They could care less with a smile, you know. And if your grandpa did it, your grandma, your mom and dad are doing it, or daddy side, mama side, whatever the thing is, if you're not doing it, you have a chance for your kids to do it, or they're making you do it. This is what we do, and you have to do this, A lot of generational stuff, so we're here to try to break those things. So, what questions should we be asking ourselves in order to stop this? You know, that's the first thing we want to know, because we know what goes around comes around. You steal from them, you get stole from. You know what I'm saying? It might last for a while in the glory, but eventually it's going to end up bad. And who got time for that? So it's time to break some of these generational curses and these bad ancestors that didn't change, didn't have time to change. They probably want to change now, but maybe they don't know how or feel like they can, or we don't know the answers that they have, but they say we can help them. So we help each other. And then the ones that did elevate up to the next point, they can also give us assistance. Okay? So let's see what kind of questions we're asked, and then we'll do some more scenarios. Okay? Just a few little questions. Do you want to change it? Do you want to keep doing this? Why didn't no one tell me about my bloodline? can I change it, or how? Do I know myself, self love, self worth? Are they feeding it to me? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things you want to ask. Did you think it was the norm, to do this? Did they tell you it was the norm to do this? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, gotta ask yourself, do you want to stay in this type of lifestyle? You know, of being thieves. That goes higher up. It's big people, families are doing this. It's not just poor people. This all type of people doing this. This is a family tradition. This is a family business. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't want to do it, do you tell them? Do you just leave? Will they disown you? Will they swear you to secrecy? Will they kill you? You gotta ask all kind of questions about these kind of things. Okay. Let's go to the next scenario. Okay. Let's see what it's saying. Lazy. Okay. In my family of lazy people that don't want to work, that just want to steal from everybody. Am I lazy? You know. Do you have the drive? Are you the chosen one to get out and change the whole generational curse? By going out and making an honest living and using your own gifts. What you're passionate about, with your path, being doing your destiny. You know, feeling good about giving and receiving the right way. You know, or you notice it in your kids. All kind of stuff. You want to ask about that, the laziness. But there could be a lot of reasons why people are being thieves. They might plot and plan, but they being lazy and all, stealing other people's stuff and not using their own mind. One girl told me this guy, she said if he would spend less time plotting and planning how to get over people, swindle their money out, he can have a business, a reputable business. I know there's a lot of taxes to be. I know a lot of people do that because a lot of taxes, the government tax them, this and that. But it's ways around that. Just got to have somebody to read the fine print. I understand about the government. Work at the same place family does. Yeah, like we're saying about family business. Do I want to continue working with y'all? Is this my passion? Because I know a lot of Asian people I've met, they make their kids do that, and a lot of them are very unhappy. I understand when you first starting off and stuff, but when they start getting older, I think it's your responsibility to ask them what do they see for their life. You know what I'm saying? And not just your dream, or maybe they want to just add to your dream. But give them that choice. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's go on to another scenario, Leo. Let's see. Have on light skin or dark skinned kids, yeah. And then you got to consider who you got to marry. That type of business, that type of thing that they're doing, you have to let certain people in. And most of the time, it's either going to be another crooked family, and it could have something to do with, color. You know, I know plenty of families like that. My family was like that. You couldn't get in dark skin. You couldn't get in light skin. You know, uh, a lot of them got some stipulations. You couldn't be white. You couldn't be black. You couldn't be Spanish. All kind of stuff. Asian. They wasn't putting up with that. Because of what they were doing, and they needed the secrecy. You know, and they need that bloodline. That's a bloodline that's like theirs, or a same bloodline but different down the line. You know what I'm saying? Distant cousin. They have married their cousins and stuff too. A lot of incest. Okay. Another scenario. Okay. And yeah, most of the time they're fake. How many fake people you know? So they pretending it's a reputable business. We get calls from them type of people all the time. We all know that. And just as fake as a $2 bill, you know. Then you got those that look that way. They playing the part to the T and will cut your throat, steal, you know what I'm saying? Do some treacherous things, just fake. Fake money, laundering, the fake jewelry, the whole 9 yards. They're doing it every day, you know, and you don't want to do that anymore. You don't want to be that type of family, in that type of family. You know what I'm saying? So what do you do about this? You know, got to dig deep on this one. You know what I'm saying? It's always something to be caused in the family to change it, and it's for their good. But a lot of them don't see it that way. Next one is anxiety. Okay, so yeah, you probably get anxiety from this. But they telling you, yeah, we take this for that anxiety. They have certain doctors that are in on it. Certain medications they want to keep you with, instead of just trying to get rid of anxiety the natural way. They want you to go to the doctors because it's a business. You know what I'm saying? You scratch my back, I scratch yours. You don't tell on what I'm doing, I won't tell what you doing. You know, um, just keeping the sickness going. You know, got to work on those things. So you got to figure out which, are you going to keep doing tradition? What if you're not even from that family? What if they stole you? You know what I'm saying? Or wait, you just the chosen one to change. You know, are you in that family? Are you that's your true blood? Because sometimes when you find out your blood type, you start looking up the bloodline and people with your same blood type. You find out that they have a lot in common with you, and you don't have nothing in common with the family that you have. So a lot of that going on as well. Okay, we'll do. Let's see what time is it. Okay. So drug drinking, lost everything. Okay. So that's the thing. That's probably why they stealing, because they got a lot of habits. Okay, all type of habits, drugs, all kind of stuff. From the hospital drugs to the street drugs. You know what I'm saying? All kind of things going on, and you beginning to notice, or noticing now that I'm talking about it. But they lose everything, or they finna hit rock bottom, and they go and steal again. They go and, what I'm saying, just not thinking of a brilliant way of really reputable business, like I say, but because of their habits, drinking, smoking, whatever it may be, you know, they want to keep this going. And they're like, who are you to come and tell us differently? You know what I'm saying? Prostituting rings, all kind of things going on, stealing kids, you name it. A thief is a thief is a thief. Maybe it's not that deep, maybe it is. But I showed y'all where most of them type of ancestors end up at. So how far you want to go? And then you got to think about ancestors that want to come back, because this is a cycle. You know, if you were the ancestor, would you want to come back to this type of family? The bad ancestors, they probably get a second death. They probably have to go through another process. But the ones that did change, find out who did in the family, who left, how they did it, whatever. If you want to agree, agree with it, they probably keep them hush hush or make them look bad. Those are the ones that probably don't want to be like this, and they got out. So you got the ancestors you can call on and ask them what you need to do. Because like I was saying, if you wanted to come back and you were, had a pure mind, you wouldn't want to come back to this type of family. You know, you would try to find somebody else. And we don't want our ancestors going to no other family. We want our ancestors coming back here, and we want to come back in the same bloodline and fix it, though. You know, we love our family. They just, some of them just do too much. So yeah, that's little scenarios, y'all. Just a little thing to think about. So to find an answer, we're just gonna see what they say. chakra wisdom cards and see what advice might give us to get out of the situation, because sometimes it can be deadly. Sometimes it can be, hush hush. Or, certain ways you have to get out of it. Let's see. Seventh chakra, crown chakra, grace. The grace of a higher power is with me, and I move through life knowing this truth. I believe in the higher power, and I know that it is within and around me, offering assistance and guidance. I surrender all my fears and burdens to a higher power. I am open to receive grace, and I trust in the higher power. I am worthy. So, yeah, that be to ask your ancestors and divine source or whoever you believe in to help you get out of this if you don't want to be in this anymore. Okay? Okay, we're going to pull a card, too. We're going to get an overall, okay? See what else to help us out a little bit more or what we might need to do. You know what I'm saying? Because not everybody want to be in these type of families. Love their family, but people don't want cops, all kind of stuff. And eventually, big time, and eventually people going to find that out. I think that's going to happen to the system. It keeps showing the White House being burnt down. People going to get tired of that mess. Now, they say they built somewhere else, but, you got to ask yourself, do we keep on needing these crooks that's not doing it? I ain't seen a president do nothing for me since I've been here. I'm just going to tell you that straight up. My neighborhood ain't changed, and it's the neighborhood's responsibility to make a change, but they don't even ask the right question, for the neighborhood to change. They want to keep it that way, especially the neighborhood I just left. The person that was in charge, the community center that was in charge of the neighborhood, she wanted it to die, you know? So what's the overall, y'all? Seven of Spades reverse. Okay, so let's see. Controlling, secretive, possessive, mysterious, detached, mystery, stagnation. I'm reading only the reversal things. No communication, either good or bad. So what are you going to do about it? They might not communicate. They might not. They could be very powerful people, you know. So you call on your ancestors, call on your guides, call whoever you know, and find out more about your history. You ain't got to tell them what you're doing with your family that got out of this, that didn't want to do this. You have to do your homework now. You know what I'm saying? Just be quiet about it, you know, and do some research, because everybody got a history. Every family has a history. So you can get out of it if you want to, but you're going to have to be a little sneaky on it, so you can have the family and be the person that you want to be and go for your own destiny and, and be upright if that's what you want to do. So, okay, Leo, that's my scenario on that, and I hope you enjoyed it, y'all. I'm really trying to get to the root of stuff, a healing process. That's my goal. All right, this your girl Ruth. I love y'all, and would you like, subscribe, share, and comment? I really appreciate it. And anyone got out of this situation, maybe you can help someone else. All right, give me a comment. All right, y'all. Bye.